I'm very happy for you, baby. Ne? If when you're not a waiting season, everything is very glorious with you. Ne? No. There are some of us that are still waiting for our blessings. There are some of us where it's not that we're not doing anything. We are praying. We are waking up at 1 a.m., 2 a.m. in the morning, asking God for our blessings. But we're in our waiting season. I'm here to speak to you because I once again, it's not that you're not doing anything, but Lord, I've been waiting, I've been praying. What more do you want me to do? Hey guys, you wonder when you're in a waiting season, it's very tricky. It's very tricky. Ne? And it's sometimes, when you're asking God for something, and then what he does, instead of giving you, and then he gives you next to the person next to you. Hey, has that ever happened? Wow. Nana, you pray. Instead of God answering you, he answers here, next to you. Now other people may say, don't worry, Nozi. It means that God is in the vicinity. Now I eventually go to that. But humanly, there's a moment I'm like, hey, so you mean to say, Mana, you pass me and then bless this one next to me? I'm reminded of a story. My mom struggled with fertility for many years. And there was emotional and physical abuse from her in-laws. Then, for many years, it happens now that the dog of the house, got pregnant with many puppies. Got pregnant with many puppies. And you think Mama is struggling with fertility. Then the mom-in-law says, God, her maiden name, what is the name that she was given? When God blesses here, when you are still in the waiting season. Now listen to me. When I come back, I'm going to talk about who did you what, how did they do you wrong, and that's why you ended up in the waiting season. When I come back, it will be next time, I'll talk about that. But today, I want to take a mirror and give it to you so that you can look at yourself in the mirror. And when I start talking like this, amen is very low, I don't mind again. What I know for sure, when you are coming back from your bathroom trip at 2 a.m. in the morning when you can't sleep, you are going to remember what I'm saying today. In the first few chapters of the Bible, tells about the Israelites being rescued from Egypt. God heard their prayers and asked Moses to lead them and take them out of Egypt and lead them to the promised land. In between there, they encounter minor inconveniences. In actual fact, let me tell you, the trip from Egypt to the promised land to Canaan, it is only taken for a couple of days. It's only a few kilometers apart. But they were in the wilderness for 40 years. A trip that was supposed to take a couple of days, it took 40 years. Lord, why did you do that? Hey? Why? Why did you do that? Now, here's the funny thing that happens. When they're experiencing these minor inconveniences, they start talking like this. Oh, but it was much better when we were in Egypt. The same people that were crying to God to rescue them from Egypt, they are saying where they are and where they are going is much better, or it's much worse than where they were in Egypt. They started thinking about Egypt. Number one, I wonder why you're waiting for your blessings. I wonder if your mind is not populated by Egypt. Others are not hearing me. It's fine. I wonder if your mind is not consumed by the mentality of slavery and poverty. That God has to deal with you first before he sends you to the promised land. So it's not God that's delaying you. Who has time? You want God to give you things, but we are born and you are not ready for them. Have you ever met someone who who was given something. We wonder in the way that they carry this thing, but long to they were given something that they were not ready for. But I know about my God, He'll give you at the right time when you're in the right space. Had to delay their journey because He could see, no. Although I've taken them out of Egypt, but in Egypt, it's in their minds. I need to take Egypt out first. Stanwa, the blessing that you're waiting for, you must deal with Egypt in your mind first.